About a week ago, my best friend in the entire world, Elijah, proposed to me, and I did in fact say yes, which makes me engaged, and it also makes me a girl who is finally able to start working on her dream wedding dress. Of course I'm excited to get married, don't get me wrong, but my secondary most exciting thing is the wedding dress. I think weddings are a little bit weird, but marriages are cool. And wedding dresses are really cool. We don't have enough reasons in modern life to wear extravagant gowns. And as a sewist, that's a little bit sad because I think that it's fun to make extravagant things. I don't know why, but I felt like it was cringe and weird to tell all of my family and friends on the internet because I don't want to be one of those people that's like, engaged to Bae! I'm so happy to spend the rest of my life with Bae. Forever starts today. I don't know, it just feels weird, but I'm really excited to share this with you. I don't know why, but I'm just like, sewing community unite. This is my most exciting project so far. My biggest project so far. I'm going to share it with you. It's going to be awesome. I don't know. I've been really looking forward to making this video, so yeah, please accept all of my excitement. It's a bit wild today, but whatever. So basically, I'm going to be documenting the whole process of making this dress, from planning, conceptualizing, pattern making, toiling, sewing, embellishing, and wearing. So please consider yourself cordially invited to my wedding dress making series. I hope you can attend. And if not, I understand. Anyway, I have lots of ideas to share with you today. Today is just the preliminary planning and discussion phase. So grab a cup of tea, grab a snack, and let's hang out and talk wedding dress things. Also, I'm not sure if I introduced myself, but my name's Carly. I'm a sewist here on YouTube. I just love sewing, and I'm really excited that you're here, so thanks for hanging out with me. Let's talk wedding dresses. Oh, before I get into too many details though, I do have a few disclaimers. The first of which is that our kitchen is currently being renovated downstairs. So there's this sweet symphony of clanging going on, and I do apologise if you can hear that in the audio. I've tried to make it as clear as possible with my little horsey mic Scally, but yeah, if it's a little bit industrial sounding, I apologise. My second but my most important disclaimer is that Elijah does know that I'm making this content. I put some serious thought about whether I wanted to share all of this process publicly, but I decided that the only person that really needs to be surprised by my dress is Elijah. And I would love to share the process with you guys. But the only condition really is that if you would be able to keep it a secret between you and me, that would be fantastic. So if you don't know Elijah, don't worry about it. But if you do know Elijah, don't say a word to him. Do you understand? If anyone blabs, you're gonna get a little side of my angry face. That's a very scary threat, I know. I think that's all of my disclaimers, which means it's time to start talking about details. So, I have about 3.5 months to make my dress, which is a frighteningly short amount of time, although I am excited by the premise of a deadline, not apprehensive. It's going to be fine. Ideally, I want to get straight into it. I would like to pattern make and toile in the first month, make all of the dress in the second month, and then do all of the embellishment and beads and additions in the third month. We'll see how this time frame goes, but I'm hopeful. I think I want the wedding dress to be fairly simple, but very well designed and made. And I want all of the oomph to come from beads and sequins that I add as embellishment after I've constructed the whole dress. Also, it's thunderstorming outside, so we're just going from one background noise to the other. Apologies. This is a bit nicer than kitchen renovations though. Anyway, I've always had this vision of my dress being covered in these glimmering and glistening sequins, and I know it's going to take a long time, but I think I just have to go for it. That's kind of just what my vision is. Anyway, knowing that my time frame was really short, I actually went wedding dress shopping with my mum and my little sister a few days after I got engaged, just so that I could see what the wedding dresses look like on my body and have a little squiz at how they were constructed and see if I could just pick up on any things that I might want to take away into my own designing process, you know? Overwhelmingly, I found that I enjoy the strapless look, or at least off the shoulder. Anything that kind of has like this portion of the body on display, I really gravitated towards. So that was kind of interesting. And I also like a fitted bodice. Usually when I make things, I have kind of loose flowing garments with big puff sleeves. So it was kind of unusual to gravitate towards more fitted garments, but that's kind of what I ended up liking. So Interesting. I also realized that I really do like ivory. I don't think I want any sort of colors, and I don't want my embroidery or my sequin work to kind of make the dress look like it's a different color. I like the crispness of ivory. That was good information. Oh, and the last thing that surprised me so much was how much I enjoyed having a veil in my hair. The sensory experience of having the comb in the back of my head was delightful, and then having my shoulders out and then the tulle kind of draping against the back of my shoulders. I just loved that feeling. I felt beautiful and powerful, and like I had this long flowing hair, even though it's literally just tulle. I don't know. I think I have to have a veil. Whatever. That was my wedding dress appointment. It was kind of weird. I felt more confused when I left than when I entered, and I did it. It's done, and it's over, and it's fine. I just think wedding dresses are a little bit homogenized and a bit boring in one note. And they look beautiful on brides, and I always feel so happy when I see them, but I don't know. It just didn't really feel like me, and I left being like, okay. I'm glad I went, but whatever. Anyway, those are elements that I liked, so here is the dress that I'm envisioning. Basically, on my wedding day, I want to look like a glistening flower. I just have this image in my brain that's like a beautiful flower. I don't know which flower, but imagine just a beautiful one, a big beautiful one with beautiful petals, and it's made out of like a chiffon or like a beautiful lightweight airy white fabric, and it has all of these tiny little sparkling glistening additions to it, and I think in my brain they're like very pale pink, very pale blue, very pale mint, and then lots of different colors of white, like white and ivory and a bit of silver, and it's all just speckled all over that lightweight white glistening flower. And so if you place that little flower in the sun, it would just be like, ooh. That's how I want to feel in my wedding dress. Trying to bring that concept into a real world design is another thing, but here are my thoughts. Let me get out the way so I can put my thoughts here. Points of inspiration that I love are the gowns by Danielle Frankel. You probably have seen these all over the internet. They're very popular right now, but these do have this sort of airiness to them that I really enjoy. Two other designers that I always go back to are Vivienne Westwood, of course, and also Molly Goddard. Oh, and Sandy Liang. I can't leave out Sandy Liang. These designers have a playful energy about the way they perceive formal wear, and I think I need that to be in my wedding gown. Oh my gosh, do I love non-traditional wedding gowns. The anti-bride trend. It's so good, and I need it. In my own way. I don't know if I'm going to achieve it, but whatever. I've been thinking for a long time that T-length would be a great wedding dress length for me. I love this dress by Molly Goddard, and I also love these ones by Danielle Frankel. I just think they're so beautiful. I love the idea of being able to see the shoes, but the more I think about it, I feel like it would be a missed opportunity for the drama of a train. You just don't get many opportunities to wear a trained dress in your life. So my instinct is that I need to have a train, but maybe I want the front of the dress to be T-length and then it kind of drape into a train. It might look weird, but it's just an idea, and I can always chop that excess fabric off and just make it T-length if I want. You know? So yeah, for the skirt, I think I just want it to be a classic circle skirt or something like that. Not very gathered at all. I just want it to gradually increase in volume as it goes down to the floor. I think if it's gathered, all of the sequin and beading work is not going to shine, and it's also going to be a lot more work because it's going to be a lot more fabric. So that's my thought. The skirt is going to go up into this bodice, and I want the bodice to be extremely well made and tailored. I want it to be boned. I want it to kind of have a historical sort of construction element to it, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about how to achieve this. But I think I want all of my construction to be on the inside of the garment, with the outside layer kind of making it look like there's nothing going on the inside, if that makes sense. Boning, beautiful construction, and then one layer on the outside that's kind of like, oh, I'm just here. Maybe there'll be some draping here, I don't know. I'm also not sure if I want it to be a two-piece or a one-piece, because a lot of the Danielle Frankel gowns, I believe, are a skirt with petticoats underneath, and then the bodice on top, which is cool. So many thoughts. I think I want it to be strapless, and it will be held up by this corset that I will make, and I'm not sure if I want it to be zipped or tied up at the back. A tie does seem like the easiest option, but we'll just approach that when we get there. I think that the top layers of my dress should be something like a chiffon or an organza or a tulle, something that creates a lightness and an airiness to the dress, and it has a certain playfulness when it moves. That's what I want. I think, in my mind's eye, I might want there to be this sort of off the shoulder element happening that's like a little bit of a draping vibe. And I want all of these little sequins just placed here so that like the top portion of the dress is just like this beautiful moment. I can't explain it otherwise. I'm going to insert some pictures if I can try and find another dress that captures the energy I'm going for. This is a lot of mismatched thoughts, guys. I'm really sorry if this is just nothing to you. It's kind of nothing to me too. I don't know how to do this, but I am a kinesthetic learner, so I think I've just got to say all the ideas and then I've just got to start. That's just what it's going to be, I think. Oh, lastly, petticoat. I'm not sure about petticoat yet, but I think there should be some undergarment going on there. I don't want it to be a ball gown. I don't want it to be really, really big. I think it just needs a little bit of va-va-voom, so there will probably be an undergarment with some sort of petticoat action going on. Did I mention the train? I think there should be a train. I think I did mention that. T-length into a train. And then the veil? Train. Double train. Yeah. And I think that I can add some bustles in the inside of the dress so that I can hoist it all up to be a T-length for the reception. And that way I can kind of dance and move and play around and be silly. That's important to me. I'm not sure if I want to make a reception dress yet. I think that's just going to be something that I make if I have time. So we'll see. The big thing that I have my eye on is all of this embroidery with the sequins and the beads. I just really don't know how it's going to work. I don't know what designs I want. At one point I thought about lots of flowers, and then at another point I thought about what if it was like all of these things that were meaningful to me and Elijah. But I'm not sure. Ultimately, I just want it to be glistening and sparkling, but feel organic and not like it's been placed there by a machine. I want it to feel delightful. I'm hoping that the colours of the sequins don't make it feel like a different colour dress. I really just want it to kind of shimmer with a little bit of depth in the colouring of the sequins, if that makes sense. Kind of the way that iridescent shimmer is. It's not just a sparkling silver, it's like, ooh, a little bit of rainbow fish, if that makes sense. I don't know. Basically, I want to look like a big, sparkling, glimmering, light, fluffy, flowing, sheer, beautiful, sparkling flower. And that's my dress design. It might sound a bit crazy and all over the place, but I think the vision is coming into my mind more strongly the more I think about it. And I'm hoping that as the weeks go on, it will solidify. Basically, I'm just going to tuck straight into this project, so you can expect to see more videos about my wedding dress making very soon. I think I'm just going to start with pattern making and toiling and getting the fit perfect for the bodice and the skirt, and that will help me get a much clearer vibe check on this whole concept. So yeah, please send me any recommendations you have for couture making tutorials, or people who are really good with corsetry. I would love to know all of your recommendations. I've been frantically watching a lot of my own, but yeah, let me know all of your insights, and this is going to be fun. There'll still be other like normal sewing videos intermingled with all of these wedding videos, because there are other projects that I'm working on at the moment that I'm still excited to share with you. Like I'm getting into stretch sewing and swimwear, and all of that is coming up soon, so stay tuned for all of it. And yeah, oh my gosh. Finally time to make my wedding dress. Thanks for witnessing all of my ramblings. I appreciate you so much, and I'm excited to share this journey with you. I think it will be quite delightful. And yeah, that's all from me today. I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care of yourselves in the meantime.